Next to Liverpool, who will look to make ground on the top four, and they face Nottingham Forest at Anfield tomorrow. Vinny O'Connor's been talking to Jurgen Klopp this lunchtime. Vinny, good afternoon. 4 of the next 5 games at Anfield, where their form has been better. So what chance does Klopp give his team of chasing down the top 4?
I think there's the opportunity there, Nick, to at least ask the question of those teams above them. Have you got what it takes to hold on to what you currently have? And as you say, the fact is that Liverpool have got home advantage in the majority of the next 6 league games, of course. You also got to remember that Liverpool have only been beaten once in the Premier League at Anfield so far this season. That surprise defeat to Leeds United. But if you look at Liverpool's next 6 fixtures, starting, of course, with Nottingham Forest this weekend, then it's West Ham away, with Spurs, Fulham and Brentford to come all at Anfield after that, before Leicester away. On top of that, of course, they've also got Villa at home and then Southampton away to finish the season. So, as I say, there is the opportunity to put pressure on those sides above them over the coming weeks. But Jurgen Klopp acknowledges as well, if they are to do that, then they have to take it a game at a time.
When you are in a super moment in the season, the only game you have to be worried about and you have to think about is the next one. If you are in not a good situation, the only game you have to think about is the next game. There's no alternative to that. And that's exactly what we do. I couldn't care less where we play after tomorrow, to be honest. It's just about the game tomorrow. It's about Nottingham Forest. It's about showing all the respect we have for them. With Steve Cooper, they're in a difficult situation. They will fight for their lives. Definitely, they will. Each point they can grasp will be massive, and if they can get 3, it will be super massive, and that's that's a team I expect. That's definitely the opposite of a friendly game, and that's what we have to be prepared for. But it's Anfield, and we have to use that as well. That's true. But one game, if we take it game by game, there's no other chance to do it, and then we will see. Whatever we can do in this season is the only thing what gives us any kind of chance is winning an awful lot of games. If you don't do that, we don't have to really talk. And I don't like that always talking about we win one game, then I have to talk about what would it mean if we win the next 4. That makes no sense. All our focus on Nottingham.
Vinny also asked Klopp about some of Liverpool's extraordinary results this season. There have been a few. What did he say?
Yeah, there have been a few, and sometimes Liverpool have been on the wrong end of it as well. And I talk about surprise, and you mean no disrespect to some of the sides as well that we talk about, but of course they lost 1-0 to Forest back in October. Awoniyi scoring the only goal on that occasion, of course. A month ago they lost 1-0 to Bournemouth. We know how they've been struggling, albeit pulling themselves away from the drop zone. They were beaten at Wolves back in February. I've already mentioned, of course, in my first answer, Nick, that one defeat at Anfield this season coming against Leeds United as well. At the same time, of course, they beat Manchester United 7-0. The Bournemouth defeat, surprisingly, coming after that game. Of course, they've beaten Bournemouth 9-0 this season. And just this week, of course, we know they beat Leeds United 6-1 in the Monday Night Football. So it's almost a case of wondering exactly what Liverpool we can expect this season, this weekend, I should say. And obviously Jurgen Klopp is expecting Liverpool to be at the best, whilst acknowledging it's been a strange season in terms of those inconsistency in results.
I understand 100% where you're coming from. Yes, that's a strange, a very average season we play so far in general, and having a couple of the highest results in this club's history, which is absolutely strange. And I think, and I said after the Leeds game that I thought the game was the best we played this season. It was a very stable performance, which is very important, and that's where we have to build on. I cannot sit here and now guarantee any kind of results or whatever. But I said it before, weeks ago, months ago, we have to guarantee performance levels, and that's definitely what we have to do now.
Of course, before the news conference, we're talking about the positivity on the injury front because Thiago, of course, been back against Arsenal and against Leeds. Luis Diaz got on in the 81st minute as well against Leeds, his longer awaited comeback. But there is a little bit of disappointment today because Roberto Firmino will be out this weekend. He's picked up a muscle injury. The hope is that he will still get back sometime before the end of the season, but we'll wait and see just how long he is out for.